Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we have a moment of silence for the Chicago police officer that was shot, please. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Barbara Littles here. James Olthoff is absent. David Villalobos.
Present.
Lester Caper.
Present.
Norm Stick.
Present.
William Fisher.
Here.
Todd Wilkeney.
Here.
Carl Brittenham.
Here.
Nick Mager.
Here.
Robert Carnahan is absent. Julie Rivera is absent. And David Austin is absent. Cheryl Hyduk is present.
Okay, we're going to change the format around, and Todd, I'll turn the floor over to you.
Good evening, everybody, commissioners. We have a couple special presentations tonight to present to the commission and the council and to the members and to the public of Cedar Lake. First, we are going to do a promotion from firefighter paramedic to captain of one of our shifts, which is B shift, yes. John Smith, if you could come up, please. John Smith being promoted tonight from firefighter paramedic to firefighter paramedic captain. John has been with us for quite a while, about 5 years now. Taking over the shift, taking over responsibilities of the shift, is very highly trained, does a really good job. He's also leading our dive team right now, so he's also in charge of our Marine unit. John's the type of firefighter I always knew was going to be an officer in our department. He's a leader. He learns fast, and his own crew has a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for him. He was mentored by many of our current department members, Chief Mager, and myself would like to present you with your captain's badge and your helmet. Congratulations. And I'm not going to pin it on you because I thought your girlfriend was going to. That's okay.
Oh, go ahead.
We can do that. Stick
them.
So here's a certificate for the promotion that goes in his file, and it's also for him. His helmet. He's kind of been wearing it for a little while. He's already been promoted, actually. This is a formality, but very proud of John and how quickly he's moved up through the ranks. So, again, congratulations.
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 Congratulations. Thank you.
Also tonight, we have a very special presentation. This firefighter on our department has been with us for 50 years. We call him one of our old timers. Been around a very, very long time. Stuck it out for 50 total years with the department. Last few years, he's getting around slower, but he still comes and helps and does whatever he can to help the department. Bob Kralik has been an icon of our department for many, many years. I mean, I've been on 38 years, so I don't know the Cedar Lake Fire Department without Bob Kralik. I don't. And he's always been a good friend. He's always been a good firefighter. He's led us in many ways, and not only that, he's just a good community member. If you see RJ walk through the town hall doors, you know you're going to get an earful about something going on in the town that needs to be taken care of. Because RJ watches the town streets, he watches the town traffic, and he watches the lake like a hawk. And if you wanna know what the weather's gonna be, Tom Skilling doesn't have anything on RJ, okay? I'm very proud and very, honored to, issue him his retirement plaque of 50 years. This was actually in 2023, we missed him, due to a whole bunch of other stuff going on. It was an overlook on my part. I thought he had one more year, and he reminded me that he didn't. He also went down and received the governor's pin for 50 years of service. RJ's been here his whole life. His brother, sitting next to him, was also a Cedar Lake firefighter for how many years? 15? 15 years as well. We recently had a ceremony at the fire station for 15-year members, our 10-year and over members, and he was there. His family has been as deep-rooted in Cedar Lake, so I don't think there's anybody that could actually say that there's anybody in Cedar Lake that hasn't been here and dedicated this community as long as RJ Kraling. I think he could go up against some of the people on the wall back here as far as being around long and being part of the community. So, RJ, come on up. On behalf of the town of Cedar Lake Fire Department, and our Board of Safety, I'd like to present you with this 50-year plaque, which is a very small token of what you've done for our department and what you've done for our community.
Wow.
And I can tell you one thing, I know I won't not see you around anymore. You'll come in here with your service dog and sit down and tell me about what's going on in the town, still attend the association meetings and be a part of that. And he's also a veteran. So RJ's lived a very fruitful life and has done a lot of things. He's an avid fisherman and hunter and all that kind of stuff too. So if you want a wealth of knowledge, you want to sit down and talk to RJ. So congratulations.
Thank you, Chief.
Can we get a
Can we
picture?
get a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
RJ, do you need this, or can I move it?
You can move.
Just right next to your brother. I'll stand between you. Bill, where'd you get that camera that's been 80 years old? RG, you'd like to shake everybody's hand, we'll take your plaque and put it over here for you.
Congratulations, and thank you for what you do for the town. Bob, thank you for your service, we really appreciate it. Thank you. Bill,
Congratulations.
Good, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Glad you came. I got one more down here.
One more over down there.
You're on numbers, but no,
I am. Thank you.
Congratulations, RJ.
Thanks. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to say one last thing. Terry, thanks for the pizzas the other night, they were great.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate it.
Anything to help out, Chief?
Okay,
Absolutely.
move along, approval of the minutes of Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Public comment. Public comment. We have public.
Good evening, members. Matt Sull at 9430 West 133rd Avenue. I just wanted to comment on one of the agenda items this evening is a recommendation to the town council for a full-time employment offer. Per your meeting to approve our advertisement, it was supposed to be out for 60 days. We haven't let that expire. To ratify a new list that has expired. So I wish that you guys would let...
Which, I'm not quite sure if I get you.
I believe it was 2 meetings ago, you guys approved, part-time and full-time hire advertisement for
At that time, I think the clerk treasurer wanted 30 days.
Okay, we're still not at 30 days, so
That expired, didn't it?
I believe it was posted on the 15th, if I believe.
So are you saying to defer hiring Rena?
It has nothing to do with her, I'm saying that I think we should let the application process expire to see what applications come in so that we can validate a new list, because we currently don't have a list.
Well, she's the one that's on the list now.
No, we don't have a validated list.
She would be the next one to be moved up.
She wasn't on our prior list.
Well, thank you for your comment, if you're not done.
Okay, thank you.
Public comment twice. Public comment 3 times. If none, we'll move on. Approval of the minutes, Wednesday, March 27th, 2024.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? No, roll call vote?
David Villalobos?
Yes.
Lester Caper?
Yes, ma'am.
Norm Stick?
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to, VIPS.
Is there a reason that Ms. Littles wasn't called on
It's for last
She
month.
wasn't there.
Last month.
to approve the minutes?
Of last month's meeting.
That was the
Yeah,
last
wasn't
month.
at the
She wasn't there.
Okay.
VIPS?
I apologize. He couldn't make it, so you can see on the, packet, they had a total of 48 call-outs for the month of, March. They had, well, let me take that back, 10 call-outs, 7 patrols, 19 training, and 12 miscellaneous.
That's all for VIPS?
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
hours.
Okay, we'll move to communications.
So I received a card from the Illinois FOP Lodge number 6, the Wally Rolniak Lodge. It said, our lodge was sad to learn of the criminal incident on April 9th, responsible for the injury of one of your police officers. Please extend our well wishes and full speed recovery. So this was in relation to one of our officers being bit by a canine, so it was very nice of them to send that to us. That's the only communication I have.
Okay, number 4, finances.
Finances, we received a donation of a custom talent handheld radar from Aaron Shirkey, State Farm and Dragon Bob's. We also are in the process of finishing up working on a grant from the Bureau of Justice. This grant is for vest replacements. We apply for it every year. It gives us about, 30% back? 40%? They pay for half the cost. 50%? Yeah, so 50% of the vest cost. So we apply for it every year and have been very lucky to get it every year. So when we buy the vest, we get 50% of it back, so.
Good.
It goes back into the general fund, but, and then, as far as, I'll put that under other, that's it.
So then, number 5, staffing.
Staffing, so Matthew Milan was accepted by PERF.
Good.
He's good to go. He will officially start on May 6th with a swearing in locally or inside, because there's no, council meeting because of election. So we'll do official swearing in on the next council meeting, so you guys are all welcome to attend.
So how long does it take to get him into the academy? When is he
He's
start?
already signed up for the academy in August.
August?
We put him in for it, even if we had to remove it and had to put someone else in there, we were able to do that. So he was
Good.
already signed up for the academy, yeah. I don't know that he'll see road work simply because of how long it takes to get the vests and the equipment in. I mean, it's 6 weeks for the vest, so I can't put him on the road till he gets that. And so I don't know that he'll see the road before he goes to the academy, but he'll have everything ready to go and all his policies done, so.
Understandable. Number 6, training report.
You got a copy of the training report. Got a copy of the training report. For the month of March. You can see we had, some, SWAT training, some officer safety procedure, domestic violence, some environmental crimes training, for the whole department, interacting with the mentally ill, distracted driver, canine training, and we started our first round of ethics training for the whole department, put on by our EAP. And we had some active shooter, training along with, special, required sexual assault training for investigators.
What is EAP?
Employee Assistance Program.
All right, thank
This is the one we bought last year. Remember, we had a
Yep.
company that, we were gonna originally just
Check
do
off on it.
for police and fire, and then the
Right.
town said, no, we will buy it too,
I
so.
don't know if Barbara's aware of all the little acronyms we're gonna use.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Good
getting
point.
there, very slowly.
Yeah, so
Very
last year we looked into having some employee assistance, Chief Wilkening and I knew that we needed something for our membership, and, my administrative assistant, did a lot of research along with, we had an intern at the time, a social worker, and, we found an EAP program that, gives a lot of ability for our personnel to go and get help in whatever they might need, including counseling or whatnot. So, but part of that EAP, we did an ethics training class, most recently, and we actually just finished up the entire department this month, so.
Your active shooter, you only got 3 people going to that, is it?
Yeah, it was supposed to be an instructor school until they got there and realized that it was not. It was just an update, so they thought they were going to instructor school. And then I got a phone call from the, training coordinator and said, hey, Chief, I messed up, I didn't realize it wasn't an instructor school. So they just stayed and got a refresher, since they were already off the schedule.
And the rest of them are gonna be part of it?
Yeah, we do active shooter training quite frequently, yeah.
Okay.
They usually have them in the summertime when schools let out. Pardon?
I was just gonna say, was that all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll go to 7, equipment.
I don't have any equipment stuff on.
Our new cards in,
They're on order. I sent an email asking when they think they'll be in, and no response yet. He said
Really?
he said he was reaching out to the manufacturer to find out, so.
so we have what, you, serial number first or whatever?
Yeah, and they usually get a number when the build starts, so they'll get the number for the car, but he hasn't sent me anything,
Wow.
so I emailed him. So it's first time with them, so it's a learning curve, so it should be all right. But it was supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks, so.
Mhm. Anything else on equipment?
Nothing, sir.
Monthly activity report, number 8.
You can see, we had 1,099 calls for service for the month. We had 601 traffic stops. We issued 537 warnings and 189 citations. We had 548 law incidents and 27 arrests with a total of 32 criminal charges. We also had issued 29 ordinance tickets to the code enforcement and 55 warnings. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that, 55 citations and 29 warnings.
Okay, anything coming up on Lexipol policies?
Yes, we will need to meet in the next month.
We talked, we have to rethink how we're gonna do that, so Barbara can be brought up, so we have.
You mean what do we call that?
Subcommittee.
Subcommittee?
That won't work for the fact that unless that Barbara is on it, because we all had we've been there for number 1, I mean, if that would work, why, if you had the time, but we're talking about that now.
Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty common. I mean, the council does it when they have to change committee members, so, you know, as long as it's only 2, we can have more than 2, since if we have 3, then it's considered a meeting, so,
But we was talking about
Yeah.
that, how we're gonna do that.
Yeah. So,
but we'll,
if you guys could make that decision on what you're gonna do relatively soon, we'll get, some dates out to you. Normally, when we have policy updates, which ours, on the average, would you say, Dave, is about 2 hours in length when we go over them, somewhere in that area? We'll reach out to you, give you some dates. Are you available on any of these dates and times? And then we'll meet at the station to go over the policies. We'll send them way ahead of time. You'll be able to see them by email. But
Okay.
then you'll be able to ask questions and talk about them so that you can then report back to the, board of safety.
Okay, okay.
and I'll just tell you that the fire department is really the place to go if you're hungry. Police department's kinda lean.
I don't know what that means.
You don't furnish food.
Better food.
Oh, yeah, I don't furnish food now, correct. We're pretty busy.
Do you have any other?
Yeah, so, I will be starting a new program next month. We called it, I had some conversation with some patrol sergeant, a couple of the officers, and we're going to, utilize some of our overtime funds, to put on some extra patrols for traffic related only. So officers are gonna be, in the, town, for areas where we're getting a lot of complaints of speeders, and they're going to be doing nothing but stopping cars. So, it's gonna start next month. It'll happen right now twice a month, simply because we need to look at overtime and make sure we're not doing anything. We're gonna, work through the August, so through the summer months, twice a month, targeting specific areas that have had some complaints like RJ. But target specific areas and then reevaluate in August, see how it went, see if it's, see if we've seen a decrease in complaints or a decrease in speeding, as well as funding, make sure the funding's still there. So
Where are the problem areas?
there's quite a few of them, they're random complaints. So we get them on 147th Avenue, we get them on Lowerman, we get complaints on 133rd, it's just random. So what we're gonna do is start targeting areas that we get random complaints on, so.
Seems like the roundabout acts as a slingshot now, 'cause it's just like the cars goes around as they're heading north on Klein Avenue.
Yeah, that could be too, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll target areas, Sergeant Miller's been put in charge of that, so he will, be working with the, departments. We've designed it so that each time we have one, that every crew is available to work.
Good.
So that's not, if we have it on this week, this day, this week, it'll be the exact same the following week because they have switched shifts, so.
It'll be a full shift or just 4
Up to
hours
four-
or
Up
6?
to 4 cars,
4 hours?
4 hours.
Okay,
Up to 4 cars, 4 hours.
all right, good.
Good.
Yep,
Is that all?
yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on.
We're just not gonna say where they're gonna be, so.
Right.
What are the dates it's gonna?
Well, we can use those, black cars that we got, those are.
They're gonna use their own patrol cars, sir. They don't need any black cars. They can use their own squad cars and you're good to go.
Okay, so the fire department, we did the promotional, so we would be 13 communications.
Communications, we had a presentation last night at the school board meeting for 3, young kids that, helped with a patient in one of the schools. And, they knew what to do in a situation where another one was having a medical problem. And, our EMS, guys went over to the school board meeting and gave them a certificate of, heroics. Went very nice. I understand I could not make it. I was under the weather. And, it was really nice to see that, and Todd Conradi, our paramedic that came to me with the suggestion to do it, said I was really amazed how these little ones just jumped in to stabilize this little girl, this little person, we'll call them, and knew exactly what to do. And it was pretty amazing to see, he said. So it's all great stuff that our youth is jumping in there to help out. So that's it under communications.
Yeah, I saw a picture that looked pretty neat.
Yeah.
Community outreach like that really is great.
And I apologize, I didn't give you a heads up on it, but
Well, you called me.
I was been a little bit rough the last few days, so,
So then, number 14, finances.
you got a copy of our financial, list of, purchases, for last month, March. Do you have any questions on it?
It says 1263 would not start. What's going on with that?
1263 is the older ambulance that we've been having some mechanical problems with. And when we go to check it every single day, it has starting problems.
Did they not, is that the one where you did the fuel pump or something you was telling me? On the Chevy, wasn't that the fuel pump that was bad or something?
Yeah, I think so, wasn't it? Yeah. So, that's why we check them every day. And it's an older rig, it's, you know, showing its age, so we're gonna have those issues going down the line. We're fixing them as we get them.
It's still, that's an oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but a goodie, and we're still,
It's cherry.
we're still using it.
That's,
Norm's favorite ambulance, so I gotta be careful what I say.
That's 1,400, that's 1,400 bucks right there on starting them up, jump starting them, whatever you're doing to them.
Well, I mean-
322 and 328, you got two different charges of it, it's 1,400 bucks for that, because it wouldn't start.
Yeah.
That's diesel. That's expensive when you,
It's not like you're just jump starting them, it's costing a lot of money.
you had to actually have one jump started?
Well, we put an alternator in it, or a power source?
No start issue because of the fuel pump.
Oh, yeah, okay. It didn't start because of the fuel pump, that's what it was.
So now we have electrical issue with it too, it's being evaluated, that might be in there too.
Oh boy.
No, this wouldn't be in this month, last month's expenditure. There's quite a few of them, so.
So more bills are coming, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that all, David? Okay, we'll move on to 15, staffing. Chief Wilkening, will you, explain, we understand what's going on, will you can go ahead and explain. what-
Chairman, can I go back one
Go
second
ahead.
about grants?
Go right ahead.
I'd like to have Chief Monger's written some grants, I'd like to have him just give you an update on it.
Oh, great.
quick, okay?
Good.
Update on the AFG grant, Assistance to Firefighter grant through FEMA, was on a webinar this week. Everything's still on track, we're in the pre-score phase right now. Unfortunately, they, announced that there's $3.7 billion in requests over about 8,000 applications, and only have $300 million to give out, just over $300 million. But we're still in, scoring phase, so, I mean, that's a positive note.
That's for SCBA's, air packs.
So are we still in the running?
As of now. The ward is still on schedule for June, so by June, we should find out whether it's a yes or a no.
And I think that you got some new equipment from grants, can you tell us about what you got? Got
This
some
year
nozzles
we,
or something you had posted or whatever? Didn't you get something here recently and from grants or something?
That was the end of last year, yeah. Yeah, we had got some hose.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay.
we got some fire hose and some appliances and some nozzles.
Currently working on multiple other grants, we did complete and submit a grant for, training mannequins. Basically, they're called Rescue Randys, they're real life size. We saw a need in training for different sizes, whether it be an infant, child, or an adult. So trying to get funding for that as well. Through a different grant we put in was for a special particulate hood. Anti-particulate hood is what they call it. They're a cancer hood, more or less, help filter out a lot of the particulates we're involved in every single fire, because we're seeing a lot of neck and mouth cancer in a fire service. So those are $120 a pop, so that'd be a really good grant to get. Got a couple other grants we're going for, some rope rescue equipment, positive pressure ventilation fan, a battery one, and also some drafting equipment for water supply incidents.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, now we'll go to 15. Basically, the bottom line is that when we offered Mark Whitlock a conditional offer of employment, it was based on him passing CPAT, and so Chief, will you, take it from there?
Yeah, Mark did not pass CPAT on 2 attempts. His first attempt is, it's basically a practice attempt, and if you pass it, they count it. He did not pass that one, or did he pass the second one? So we'll be rescinding his offer, and as you see under B, after discussion with commissioners, I don't know if you want me to go right into
Go ahead.
that. We'll be making a conditional offer to Jenna Reinhardt, but she has to pass the CPAT yet. Same scenario.
motion.
He is scheduled for the end of this month, just next week, to take it as well. So, also under staffing, we did hire one person. Connor Riley did get hired in it and did make it through the PERF process. We just heard, I think it was earlier this week, that he's accepted. So his starting date will be here, not this payroll, but next payroll, because we're in the middle of one. So
I think same date, the 6th.
yeah, the 6th of May he'll be starting officially.
So hopefully you have Jenna doing calisthenics.
She said she's training for it, yeah, yeah. She's a good candidate, she is, so.
Now, can we confirm that, open, application date, that Mr. Sella brought to our attention? If it's not expired yet, I agree with him, we should leave it open. If we advertise it for a certain amount, we should leave it open. So, can
I
we
agree.
confirm that?
We did,
So it's still open a couple days?
no, the clerk reopened it.
But it was closed once.
Yes, she reopened, we re-advertised for part-time and for doing a hiring list. So it's been advertised.
So applications are still coming in?
Application, yes, you can still apply to get an interview for, being put on a full-time hiring list and or interviewed for a part-time position.
But as per past protocol, just like the person that just passed that, we've been bringing people up from within.
Right.
Jenna is from within.
She's within the department, yes, we've
That's
done that.
what we've been doing.
We've done that in the past, yes.
So that's the policy we're following. That's our past protocol.
So you don't think it's appropriate to defer that recommendation?
This is a protocol we've been following all along.
So I'll finish my sentence. So you don't think that it's appropriate to defer this recommendation until the application process is
No.
closed? Okay.
We're following our past practice. The other person that is passed, what his name, who do we just hire?
Connor Riley,
Same difference.
he was on our hiring list as well.
Mark
Was on our
Whitlock,
hiring list.
we ran out of hiring people. So, I mean, we're bringing this lady from within.
All right, we have an open application process.
You guys did interview her, by the way.
I understand
Okay, I
that,
just
but I'm
wanna make
saying we have an
sure.
open application period at this point.
Mhm.
But we're gonna make the recommendation before the application period is closed. Is that what we intend to do?
That's what because we're following past practice. We're hiring from within. So can I have a motion, looking for a motion to, well, first of all, we need a motion to withdraw, the conditional full-time employment offer to Mark Whitlock based on, that he did not pass the CPAT.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Irma Little,
Yes.
David Villalobos,
Yes.
Lester Caper,
Yes, ma'am.
Norm Stick.
Yes. So now, recommendation to the town council for a conditional full-time employment offer to Jenna Reinhold, subject to obtaining CPAT card and passing PERF process. Do I have a motion for that?
I have a question. So, the applications were taken for 30 days, and then they were closed by the clerk treasurer, correct?
Correct.
Not for full-time, no. Part-time.
Okay.
We advertised for part-time.
The first time around, we didn't advertise for full-time.
Yeah, yes, because we already had a hiring, we already had a group of people on the hiring list.
Okay, so we're still looking for just part-time and...
We're doing both, Charlie. We re-upped the part-time because we didn't get applicants. So we
Okay.
extended that, the Board of Safety extended it at the last meeting. Then I asked to start a new hiring list. And we had, Jenna was the last applicant
In the first asking.
in the first asking that was left.
Okay.
I'm sorry, second, because Mark Whitlock was,
But it was still in the first advertisement.
there was no first advertisement for full-time people,
Okay.
because we had already had done interviews and we made an offer to Mr. Whitlock. And unbeknownst to us, he didn't pass the CPAP.
Okay.
So the only other application we had on file for full-time was Jenna.
So she is not an employee of ours at all?
She currently is an employee of ours,
Okay.
and she is a part-time employee of ours, yes.
So it's going from part-time to full-time?
Okay.
If you guys vote on that tonight, yes.
Okay. Motion to approve, Jenna's hiring.
Second? No second?
Oh, second that.
Second? Second that?
Second that.
Roll call vote, please.
Barbara Little,
Yes.
David Villalobos,
No.
Lester Caper,
Yes?
Norm Stick.
Yes. Motion carried. Number 16, trainer report.
Chief Margot, handle it. Up to that.
Board, as you can find in your packet for the March training report, total hours of 632 for the month. And Barb, just so you know, there's a breakdown by session type in the category, and each hours by category in that breakdown. So if you have
Gotcha,
questions on
thank you.
that, you're
Right
welcome.
here.
If anyone else has any other questions, you guys are used to the report.
All right, that's training, okay.
We had a Marine call last month?
You said, did you have a Marine call last
Oh,
month?
I'm sorry. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Where was that?
It was in Gary. We didn't make it out there. There was a vehicle in,
So you actually will respond to Gary
absolutely.
with all the other, no, I'm just asking, with all
Yeah.
the people?
Because we're part of the Mavis dive team, yeah, county dive team. We have, there's 5 teams that make up one team for whole county dive team. Mutual aid request.
Any questions? Okay. Number 17, equipment.
Currently, we have our frontline engine, engine 1212, having some repairs done to it, AC unit, some other, small, we have a window that won't roll up on it, so we have some issues with it, so, that's some minor stuff being done. The, other frontline engine has a outer wheel cylinder seal, or outer wheel seal, getting ready to be repaired when the other one comes back. As you guys can see, you saw some of the issues with the ambulance, and I think that's it right now. I think I reported last month that the ladder truck was tested,
Passed. always good. Is that all on equipment?
Chief Mauger, you have anything on equipment?
Just some minor repairs from the ladder testing, nothing major. But that'll come after 12/13's wheel seal.
Okay, number 18, monthly activity report.
146 runs for the month. And I like the, as you can see that our duplicated incidents are going up to where once we have one call, we get another call right away. I'd like to report on that as well. Totally for the year as of the end of March, we're 488 calls, or I'm sorry, 498 calls, almost 500 calls for the year. That was only for 43 months.
Hit all on number 18, activity
Yes, sir.
for a month. Okay, Lexipol, I know is a work in progress. We worked
We have
together on that.
some, we have some also that we're gonna be contacting you here pretty soon with too, so,
We'll get them done before next month,
okay, sounds
one
good.
way or the other. Okay, the town attorney is not here, the liaisons are not here. Anything on the new buildings, either or?
They're still moving along. I think today they said they went into drywall on the fire side, or they're finished with it, right, Nick?
Or
Yeah, just about finished with drywall. The police side, they're finishing up flooring. They got most of the office space, they have the carpet in them. They're getting ready to start. Now they have electricity, so NIPSCO's taking
They
care of
set the transformer,
Yeah, it's all installed. The police department's full, has electricity going
so
now.
they got everything,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
that's a
so-
big step.
Yep, so, but we're still gonna be hurt.
Any outcome on the water, did they ever figure out?
We're gonna be waiting a long time,
They don't have any solutions?
no.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we might have some buildings that are sitting empty.
So when's the new furniture supposed to be here? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't.
Okay. I mean, if there's,
June, I would imagine.
okay.
I would imagine it'll start coming then, right? June-ish?
Yeah, they said it should be completely furnished by August, by the time it's complete.
Everything but water.
Correct.
And
the
furnished
front.
with everything but water, yeah.
And the front, so on Constitution in front of the fire station, I'm sorry, on Constitution in front of the police station and in front of the fire station on Morris, that will not be finished. They're not gonna finish that till they put the water
On
line
account
in.
of the water, yeah, that makes sense.
So they don't put brand new down and tear it up and
No.
put the water line in. So,
We've waited 100 years for a new fire station, we can wait a little longer.
Gravel works.
we're not 100, but we're like, 60, 70 years.
When was that one first,
19, well, it was a school,
it was a school first?
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know.
I'll
that.
let RJ tell you about it if you want. Yeah, it was added on to a few times, and, the membership built, the upstairs training room, and then an addition was put on the east side to add the bays, and, yeah, it's a very old station. We're having problems with it right now. We have water coming in through the floors in the offices, so,
Wow.
yeah. The foundation is heaving, so we gotta do something soon.
I won't make a pun about the water at the fire station.
Plenty of water at the fire station, current one.
Water is the one you don't need, no water is the one you want.
But yeah, it's just a very old building, I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna have these issues, so.
Okay, is have you have anything on the 23 other?
No, sir.
I don't either.
Public comment? Once, twice, 3 times? I declare the meeting adjourned, and we will be meeting in executive session with